Hi, I'm Jessica with Tree Ring Art, and today I'll be showing you how to do a ribbon pour. I have my tiles from Blick, that's what I'll be pouring onto, and the paint that I'm using today are Blick's matte acrylics. I'll be using white, pink deep, orange deep, yellow bright, yellow green light, blue deep, and violet deep. I already mixed up my paints. I added the medium to them and got them to a consistency where it runs off the stick in a steady stream. I'm going to start off by covering this entire tile with white paint. You don't have to do that. You can just layer your paints in your cup and do the ribbon pour back and forth over your surface and then fill in any spots afterwards. But if you coat it first with, it doesn't have to be white, but if you coat the tile first with paint and then do the ribbon pour over the top, you don't have to go back later and fill in the spots where paint's missing. So now I'm going to run the paint on the tile to get it to cover it, catching the extra paint in my cup. Try not to waste any. So making sure all my edges are coated too. And now I'm going to layer. I'm going to go in rainbow order. So I have my pink deep there, orange deep, yellow bright, the yellow green light, blue deep, and violet deep. When you're doing a ribbon pour, you want to use a little more paint than you usually would for a regular, like a flip cup, because when you're putting the paint onto the tile or whatever surface you're using, you always start off the edge. So starting off the edge here, coming over here, you're always going off the edge of the tile. So then your ribbons are straight lines. If you didn't go off, you'd end up with loops. And I made my little spout. And I like to do thick lines with my ribbons, but you can also keep that cup pinch and make it thin lines, which looks cool too. So I'm going to use the torch to pop any air bubbles that are in the paint. You can see some right there. So I'm going to do the same thing on this one and put this on first. I'm going to layer the other way through the paints this time, starting with the violet deep. For this next one, I'm not going to flood coat the top of it. What I'm going to do is put white as my base color, and I'll build from there, and then I can show you what I meant earlier by filling in the spots that are left open. So you can see now there are spots on the tile that are not covered. So I'm going to take my white paint. You want to be really careful, so the stick that you're using, you don't want to get it into those other colors, and then put it back in your cup. Once I touched up the hand, I like to move it around to make everything just come together a little bit more. Doing thinner stripes this time. Try to get the colors all the way up and down. So I didn't just have one stripe of purple at the top.